guys, it's Cindy Lietz, your polymer clay tutor. In today's studio tip, I'm going to show you how to bake curves into polymer clay. Now, one of the really cool things about polymer clay is that it is flexible, but if you bake the curve into the polymer clay, it'll stay that way. So, and it's very easy to do, and there's a whole bunch of different options that you can do this with. Now, first, let me just show you some examples of pieces that I have made that have a curve in it, so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this bracelet down here, this was done with the faux flaking rust tutorial that I have, but you can see that each one of these little tiles has a bit of a curve in it. That will make the bracelet sit down on your wrist really nicely when it's wrapped around. So that would be one reason why you might want to bake a curve into your pieces. Here's another couple of bracelets with curves baked into them. These medallions on the bracelets are from a faux enamel tutorial that I have, and like a Viking knit one, so it's kind of cool. But there was a curve baked into those. This here is a pendant made with a faux abalone technique, and I also have a curve baked into the back of this piece so that it feels more like a shell. When you're wearing it, it looks like a shell, feels like a shell, but it isn't. These little earrings were done with kind of an inked technique with some translucent over top, but they've got a curve in their backs as well. And that just gives them a little bit more dimension, a little more shape, and just a little bit more interest. These hollow beads here are hollow lentil beads. These particular ones I made in the faux, which one was that? That was the reptile cane tutorial. And these are hollow and light as a feather. And they were baked on one of these forms here. So let me just show you the different types of options that you can use for baking curves into your polymer clay. Now, as long as the item can go into a low temperature oven, you can bake on it, usually. So that includes metal, paper, believe it or not, and I'll talk about that in a minute, light bulbs. Now these older style light bulbs, not the fluorescent ones or anything with plastic in them, but these old glass ones, whatever shape you want, whether they're cylinder or floodlights or little chandelier lights, or the more normal round ones, just wait till they burn out and keep them, and you can bake your polymer clay on them, and they can handle the heat because they get hot themselves when they are lit. Another cool option is to use the bottoms of pop cans. I cut the bottoms off of these, and you can use either this dome part of it or the sunk in part, and they're great because they're small. They all stack together, so you can use a whole bunch of them, and they're flat. Other options are glass or ceramic. This is a ceramic bowl. You could bake onto the side of it. I'll cut a piece out in a second to show you kind of how they lay on. And this is an old antique egg. I'm not sure if you put the whole egg in it or what you do, but I know it's for eggs. I'm not sure how you use it, but it's really cool. I've had it for years. My mom had it in her stuff, and it was just pretty because it was copper. You could bake on this, either on the top side or on the inside. And then you could also bake on wood as well. So something like this little wooden egg, you could bake your clay onto it. When you've got your piece here, I'm just going to take a sheet of, I have a piece here that I did some stenciling on and some stuff. And I'll just cut a piece out so I can give you an idea what it would look like on these forms. So you just cut out your clay, whatever shape that it is that you want. And then you can lay it on whatever piece that you want. Now, depending on the shape of your form, you're going to get a different type of dome. So if you're on a small circle form like this, it's going to end up with more of a dome in the center, and you're going to have to kind of press it down to stick a bit. if you have something like this is a toilet paper roll cut in half. You can actually just lay your piece on that and it'll bake on there nicely. Another option is, like I said, this is a great idea. These are the really thick cardboard tubes from the center of duct tape, packing tape, that kind of tape. And if you cut it into 3, I cut this one into 3, you can get 3 different forms from it. So I've got 3 from one form. And then what I did was I wrapped it in just a sheet of office paper, a little strip of office paper, and put a piece of tape underneath to hold it on there. And that way, when you stick your clay piece onto it, it has a really smooth back to it and it isn't going to stick to that cardboard and you can peel it off of there. Now, like I said, because we bake polymer clay at such low temperatures, 265, 275, the highest of all the clays is about 300. Paper has no problem in the oven at that temperature, as long as you keep it away from any of the burners. So make sure that you put it in your baking tray. I should probably, well, I have it in there. If you have a baking tray, put it in the baking tray, still put your tin foil lid over top. I've got baking videos by the tons. You'll want to check those out if you haven't baked anything in polymer clay. But you would still put this inside your baking tray and put the foam top or the foil pan over the top to protect it. But it'll be fine in the oven. Things like this, if you want to bake on the curve, you can, or on the top, depending on the shape. If you're doing a round piece, you can put it right on the top. You sometimes have to get them to stick down a little to the piece, to whatever form that you're putting your piece on. But it's really cool. You'll get all kinds of different options. You can even take a bowl like this and stick a whole bunch of pieces to the side. So just look around your house, look for something that has a nice pleasant curve that can handle going into the oven, and you can bake your polymer clay pieces on it and they will stay curved after they're baked. So I hope that was really helpful for you. Do let us know if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because we've got tons of really cool videos that come every week and you're not going to want to miss a thing. Also, there's this little bell icon right beside the subscribe button. Click that so that you make sure to get notifications that we have a new video that comes out, because some of you are missing them when they come out, so you don't want to do that. So if you have suggestions for any other videos that you would like me to do, techniques, different tutorials, products you'd like me to demo, make sure to leave those suggestions in the comment section below. All right, we'll see you next time, and bye for now.